Hello, welcome to Fibertown. I'm Emily, Chain of Fools on Ravelry and Fibertown with an RE on my blog, on Instagram, and that's about it. Periscope, I don't think it's for me. I'm reserving judgment until after this weekend at Rybeck because I imagine lots of folks will be using it. And I'm just not super into it. So I don't watch any periscopes, and I've done a few, but I just not feeling it. But I'm very happy to be here chatting with you briefly today because it's the Thursday before Rybeck, and I have a lot to do. So today I have one new person to introduce, a giveaway. What else? One FO, one work in progress, and one pattern debut, in that order. So, you can also find me on iTunes and YouTube. And the blog is fibertown.blogspot.com, fiber with an R-E. So, let's see. I want to introduce Grandma Lori. Hi, Grandma Lori. Her name is Lori. And she heard about the podcast from the Naughty Knitwits podcast. Let's see, what else does she say? She's been sewing a bit lately. She loves to knit. Been making project bags and started a quilt. I love making project bags, just with the exact fabrics I want, although mine are really nowhere near the quality of the expert bag makers out there. They're functional. Let's see. She has 8 grandkids, very exciting. Washington State, an Oregonian until a year ago. Let's see, yay! I know she said she had trouble finding the Fibertown podcast group, and I know, I can't change it in Ravelry, but here's how it is spelled if you're looking for it. It's fiber with an R-E, space, town, space, podcast. All right, so thanks for introducing yourself, Lori, and welcome. All right, so the giveaway is very exciting. Do you guys know the designer Laura Smoot? She is also known as, let's see, she's Sock Knitting Laura. Excuse me, I have allergies. Watch your ears. Okay, sorry about that. The allergies are terrible. All right, so Laura Smoot. I was lucky enough to meet her at Maryland and just recently at Shenandoah. She has a beautiful collection of patterns for sale on Ravelry. I am at her store, or her Rav store right now. I want to share a few with you guys because I'm going to open a thread and you all can win the pattern of your choice. So as I said, it's Laura Smoot Designs. She is also otherwise known as Spinning Laura. And let's see, I'm going to hold this up and try to focus it. Okay, you see those shark bite socks right in the middle? How awesome are they? And these heat lightning socks are gorgeous, beautiful socks, beautiful shawls, beautiful cowl, a stripy shawl, lace shawls. That's her right there, modeling. Gorgeously, ooh, and that is a beautiful 2-colored shawl. Eclipse. So many gorgeous, oh my gosh, look at the minion socks. Despicable socks. So many gorgeous patterns from which to choose. Okay, you can go apple picking in those mitts over there. You see that? So, I will open up a thread in the group. The prompt will be there. I'm too scatterbrained now to tell you what the prompt will be because day before Rybeck, I haven't packed. I haven't started packing. It's 2:45. So thank you to Lara for offering that. That is amazing. Just a quick reminder about the Summer of S. I know that was ages ago. Let's see. I haven't heard from 2 of you, Caroline Spin Knit and Studio Von Design. You guys won stuff, so if you want it, contact me by the end of at the end of October. If not, who knows what will happen to those things you don't claim. Okay. So I have one finished object today. I am wearing it. It is a sewn finished object, and it is called the staple dress. I don't think I'm going to stand up and show you. It did not really, I don't know. It was very easy to sew. It was the first thing I've ever sewn with Where you going out? Oh, I forgot to introduce Alice. Hey, I have a cookie. Up. No, come here. People want to see you. Ugh, I was very tired. I'm ready for my 5th nap of the day. So, the staple dress. It's the first time I've tried French seams. It was more work, but it wasn't hard. My top stitching remains, I don't know, it was better. It's better up here, but the top stitching on the sleeves didn't tack everything down. I don't know. But the thing is about this one is the fit. It looks like my boobs are down to my knees in this dress, basically. I might wear it at Rybeck. I'm wearing it with a belt right now because the shirring doesn't really look good either. And the back 40 makes the length shorter because it kind of takes more fabric. It feels like it's riding up. So I'm wearing it with leggings. It's more like a glorified tunic than a dress. But I think it's kind of cute. It's out of the cotton and steel dandelion fabric. What else can I say about this? I just have a hard time with the fit I get. If it fits my bottom, I have too much fabric in the bust. It's just like a lot of extra here. And here's a tip from a non-pro sewer. Your kid's sidewalk chalk is not the same as Taylor's chalk, okay? It does not wash out. I was thinking for sure kids' chalk is going to wash out, but no, it left a little pink tinge around where I marked my shearing lines. Hence the belt. Also, it just looks better with the belt. But it's comfy. Could be worse. It's always just a skill building and a learning experience. So that is my one FO of the week. My one work in progress is my Rybeck sweater. So this is the Enchanted Mesa out of Handspun, and it's gourmet stash, mostly gourmet stash handspun, and some hobbledehoy as well. And I am about a third of the way through the second sleeve. Yeah. Here it is. There's the one sleeve. Okay, none of the ends are woven in. None of the ends are woven in, and I did steam it a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to wet block it before I leave. And there you go. So I've tried it on. It's very cool. It's very crazy. My non-knitting friend saw it and thought it looked like funfetti cake. So it totally does, right? It's got cashmere and silk and superfine merino. It's very soft. It's got sparkle too, and sari silk and silk noil. And what doesn't this thing have? It doesn't have alpaca, but it has a lot of nice stuff. And so I'm trying to match the sleeves more or less to what's going on in the bodice. I realize the hem looks kind of funky, but it hasn't been wet blocked. This will come down some when I eventually get around to that. So I wanted to repeat a little bit of the pink, but this is what I have left of the pink. So I did a little here and a little there, and then I did the bind off in that gold sparkle. So I wanted to repeat that on the sleeves, so I have a little bit of, the sleeves have absolutely no shaping. I did the same gold bind off here. That's a knit through the back loop, bind off. The sleeves have zero shaping, just a little garter at the end. And I started to do a lot of holding two colors together because I started the first sleeve on Tuesday night. And I used size 6 for the body, US 6, 4.0 millimeter. A friend Janice just texted me and said, "How is sleeve 2? Well, I'm going to show you. So on the first sleeve, I used these 12-inch circulars. These are Addy Turbos, size 7. I'm going up a size for the sleeves, just because I knit tighter in the round on a small diameter, small circumference. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. something completely unrelated. It's like, did I make a mistake in my pattern? Did I put circumference or diameter? It's all right. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if it was because it was these needles and they're a little awkward to knit with, or if it was because they're Addy Turbos with these tiny, as Karen from Round the Twists calls them, blunty stumpos. But for the second sleeve, I switched to DPNs because the reason I use these is because I didn't want to have ladders. I'd rather have ladders and use DPNs. They're going to be subtle ladders. I'm so much faster with DPNs. Even these bamboo ones. So these are US 7, 4.5 millimeters. And I'm doing the sleeve 2. And let's see, about a third of the way, Janice, who just texted me. I'm totally gonna do this. All I have left to do today is go to the bank, go to the grocery store, make a lasagna, pack, and knit a sleeve. Of course, I'm gonna take the sleeve on the plane with me, but I also have a million billion ends to weave in. You should see the inside of this sweater. Oh, yeah, that's not even showing all the ends. There's a lot of ends. In fact, I may only weave in the most visible ones. The rest can just felt themselves because this is very feltable fabric. Not superwash. It is woolen spun. It is light and delicate and just very lovely. So I could probably wear it over my glorified tunic. This is my Volmisa lace yarn breezy cardigan. So here's what is left of my yarn. Wait a minute. Where's the hobbledehoy? Well, that's not good. Oh, here it is. I am really in charge today. Really on top of things. All right, so I found my hobbledehoy. I should probably just keep knitting on this. Well, no, I can't, because I have to show you something new. So, and this will be the last thing we do today, because then I gotta go and do all those other things. Okay, so I have a new pattern. I pushed the button yesterday, and it was published. The name of it is the Esther Belle Shawl. The Esther Belle Shawl can be knit in, well, the pattern can be knit in any weight, but the pattern is written for 2 different weights, fingering and sport. So let me show you the prototype. This is what I was knitting on in August. And then I'll show you, this is the fingering weight prototype, and it is out of a variety of things. So this is not exactly as the pattern is written, but pretty much. This is, as I said, the fingering weight, and it's enough to easily wrap around your neck. And this one was knit out of Dragonfly Fibers Genie, which is an MCN, in the Starry Night colorway. I used 1 1/3 skein, roughly, for the body. Show you. There, the stripy part. And then the border is in Feather and Fan, and it is out of scraps, about 60 grams of scrap yarn. I think I used 2 different navy blues, and one has sparkle. I think one was from my Nyan Cat socks, leftovers. So this could conceivably be knit with some leftovers, but you have to have close to 500 yards for the body. So the Copper Corgi has a fingering weight. It's fairly thin, but it's got a lot of yardage, and you can make 1 fingering weight shawl out of 2 skeins of Copper Corgi. You can either do, I'm going to show you some pictures. This is sort of the evolution of this pattern. You can do 2-toned, like I did with this prototype, and that looks like Hang on. The one I'm going to show you was knit by my tech editor and tester, Natasha, and she is in Canada. And here's a picture of hers, and this was knit out of copper corgi. Isn't that beautiful? She used Playing in Puddles for the main part and Spanish Moss for the second part. So hers just came out gorgeous. And let me see her, hang on. I'm going to give you the measurements. I'm going to give you all of the information here. So she got 2 skeins of copper corgi and got quite a big shawl out of a fingering weight. Let's see. See if I can open the pattern. Do I even have the pattern on my iPad? No, I do not. Here's another one using copper corgi that was knit out of the Inkwell colorway. And that is another test knitter's mom. Isn't she beautiful? And she knitted both the body and the border in the same colorway. So 2 skeins. 2 skeins no matter what you do. Now, if you want to use her Jones Street Sport, which is a beautiful merino alpaca silk blend, that is also an option, and you do get a bigger shawl. So I will show you that one in a minute. This is one of my beautiful models wearing the sport weight Esther Bell, which is in my lap, which is out of the lemongrass colorway, and it doesn't really show up well on camera. It's just, it glows in the sunshine. This is definitely a much bigger one, and I don't choose to wear it like this. I like to wear it, like this. It stays very well on your shoulders because of the construction of the wings. It's also easy to wear like this. Then you have this part in the back. The wings are also long enough on the sport weight to tie around and in the back. So yeah, I love this one. It's just sweet and soft. And so the Esther Bell is named after my great-grandmother. And I was lucky enough to know her and live with her for a little while. And she was, what can I say? She was sassy and opinionated. She was also the person who taught me how to crochet first. She was a huge crocheter, and you know, I think she really enjoyed life. That's the sense I get about Esther Bell. She was born in West Virginia near Romney, or Paw Paw, in that area, and lived most of her adult life in Alexandria, Virginia, in Old Town. She pretty much raised my mother, who was the oldest of 8 kids, and they lived across the street from both sets of grandparents. We have a family history of all living together. It's not just this generation. And I know was a very positive influence on a lot of women in her life. She not just helped raise her grandchildren, she, this is a story that is told in the family. And the woman in the story, who was a baby in the story, is still around today and doing well, I think, thanks to my great-grandmother. Basically, one of her neighbors, a neighboring family, both of the parents were alcoholics, and my great-grandmother heard their baby crying basically all day and found both parents kind of passed out. And she took the baby. She came in, she took the baby, and when they were up and about later on, came looking for their daughter, she said, "I'm going to have this child during the day, and you can have her back, and she can sleep at your house, but I'm going to have her the rest of the time." And that lady, Darlene, is doing well. She's in her 60s now, and I think it's thanks to my grandmother. So she was a very compassionate, take charge, stylish, practical, and had a good sense of humor person. So I wanted to name this after her. The Esther Bell, and it's also fun to say and a very unusual name. So that's the explanation behind the name of this shawl. Now the construction is fun, I think. Sorry, my hair is, I'm freshly showered because I get up at the crack of dawn tomorrow. So I didn't want to do it then. So my hair is a mess. So the construction is quite intriguing. You start with a pie shawl construction. So you start here, in the very center, and you build the shawl up and out from there. The yarn is cut one time in the body of the shawl. It's added at the edge for sure. But I think it's very kind of frilly looking. However, there's no fuss when it's on your shoulders. It just stays. It will not keep your arms warm, but my arms don't usually need keeping warm. I can walk around with it like this, and it's no problem. Or I can tie it, and it's like a shrug practically. So easy to wear, fun to wear. In fact, my models didn't take them off for a while after they were done taking the pictures for the photo shoot. So probably next week we'll do a giveaway for this pattern. However, in the meantime, I will be offering it for a small discount for viewers. Right now it's listed for, I'm going to put it back on, $6 on Ravelry. I will be offering it for $5 with the coupon code how about just EB, lowercase. Let me write that down. EB. Honestly, the amount of work that went into this, and sometime maybe I'll talk about the design process. I joked to my husband that I was going to charge 5 easy payments of $19.95. Oh, but no, $6. And I hope you guys have fun with it. I hope you have fun choosing the yarns for it. I think, as I said, if you have a big skein for the body, you can easily use scraps for the border. And you can make the border bigger or smaller as you like. I think this is my favorite way to wear the sport weight version. The fingering weight version, I really like to wear, that's the wrong side. I really like to wear the bandana style. Of course now, I'm very warm. And it appears that I will need to be warmly dressed this weekend because it's going to be not even 50 degrees on Sunday in New York. And I need to finish my sleeve. All right, so 23 minutes. It's about right for this episode. And next week, maybe we'll even have a knit along starting for Esther Bell. Oh, I know what I want to say. Please say hi to me at Rybeck. Stop me anytime. I would love to meet people and see people I've already met. And I will probably recognize your face because I'm good with faces. I'm terrible with names. I'm like, who is this kid? Oh, he's my son, but what is his name? No, it's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. I'm bad with names, so don't be offended. But I want to say hi. I want to meet you. I want to get a hug if you're a hugger. And I want to see you at the podcaster meetup at 1 o'clock. No, that's not right. I still, after all this time podcasting, cannot figure out. That's a good look. Cannot figure out the reversing on screen. I will have cards with other coupon codes for a buy one get one half in my pattern store. So please ask me for that. I probably won't offer it unless you ask. I might. I don't know. The fat squirrel's going to be there. Maybe I'll get to meet her. I'm very excited. I'm going to stay with friends. We're going to have dinner with friends and more friends. I will go to Indie Untangled Friday night, fingers crossed. Jill Draper, her open studio on Saturday night, and it sounds like that's going to be crowded. And I'm going to eat apple cider donuts and falafel. The falafel is seriously good. I might have that for a mid-morning snack. So the podcaster meetup is at 1 o'clock on, I like to call it the Grassy Knoll. I think people call it the Hill. But I will go to that. And I hope you all have a very excellent week until I see you next time. Check out the Esther Bell if you think it's for you. And don't forget the coupon, EB, lowercase. With that, as always, I can't find my mouse. Oh, here it is. Fell down a crack in the couch. All right, my friends. Y'all take care till next time.